Here we go. Here we go. Going live. Here we go. Did I do it? I think I did it. Hi guys, I'm
28%.
back. It's Wi-Fi machine broke. Moon Wi-Fi is troublesome.
Yeah.
Uh, hopefully it'll stop being troublesome and we can just play the video game. If not, we might hop over to Craig's channel or just put off Homestuck Monday till another day.
Yeah.
Another Monday.
Hopefully it won't come to that though.
Yeah.
I also did reset my computer, so we need to. Oh, I should probably get yeah, do the screen cap, like show them the. It'd be cool if this functioned. There we go. Thank you, computer. All right.
I'll be back. I doubt anything about the volume has changed, but I'll be back.
Okay. Just double check. Saying words. Making sure.
Whoa, word?
Yeah, man.
Straight up?
Words.
Real shit?
Human words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro.
I also say human word.
Whoa,
Yeah.
human words.
Like humans do. Alright. Let's get back to it.
Oh, I can do another battle. Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna skip to the choice and add. I'll stitch the VODs together for when we upload them.
Alright.
Whoa, you're gonna do some stitching? I didn't know you were so.
Yeah, I am well enough versed in the textile arts to know what the fuck I'm doing. What do you want? Oh, thank you, cell phone. I'm live on Twitch. I never would have guessed. Well, actually, I might not have guessed, given the state of my Moon Wi-Fi. So, you know what? For the first time, thank you. Put you on Do Not Disturb, though, because shut up. So we stole the mail. What do we want to do?
Yeah, do we play it cool or hide the evidence? Well, Dad's not stupid.
Yeah.
I also think it'd be super more suspicious if we just throw it behind our back, just like, oh yeah, I'm just hanging out in front of your yard.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about here.
So should we try to play it cool?
Yeah.
I mean, what else are we gonna do with the mail? Put it back in the mailbox in front of his face?
Yeah. Historically, we are very good at playing it cool, so this will go great. Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon and draw attention to yourself, you just hide all the mail stuff behind your back. There's a bunch of envelopes, though, and the box is bulky, so all of it sort of slithers from your grasp like a bunch of dead snakes.
Well,
the distinguished man in his flawless suit looks at you from across the yard. You can't see his eyes under the brim of his hat, but you are absolutely sure he is giving you a look of intense fatherly disapproval. A bolt of shame goes through you. Wow, this guy is good. He's not even your dad, and you are just losing it under his disapproval. You expect him to start shouting or calling the cops. You are so obviously stealing his mail, but instead he just keeps looking at you. Does he know you? Is he someone you should remember, or is it just the platonic ideal of dadliness that crosses time and space, eternal in all iterations of reality? That sounds like some bullshit, though. Slowly, the distinguished man shakes his head. He goes inside. You can't quite put your finger on why, but you know you have been summarily dismissed.
Staring fatherly disapproval.
Dad got mad at us.
No!
I'm sorry, Dad.
Did we forget to say before the choice?
Yes.
Sick. Alright.
Well, I don't need to save here.
Yeah.
Wait,
which one do we choose? Play it cool or hide the evidence? We chose... Yeah, we need to play it cool.
No, we chose play it cool.
Oh, okay.
And we failed utterly, so now we just hide the evidence. Quick as you can, you turn around and dump everything in the sewer. Whatever. It was probably all garbage anyway. Who even uses their mailbox these days?
Wow.
The friendly and fatherly figure parks his car, climbs out, and tips his hat at you. Then he walks into the house, not sensing a single thing amiss. The perfect crime.
Actual crime, too.
Yeah. Federal. Stealing mail. Oh, but here comes the boy out the front door. God, you hope he wasn't coming down for the mail. A residential boy approaches. Wait a minute. This is not the same boy you saw peeking through the window. It possibly is not a boy at all. It appears to be a mysterious gentleman. You wonder what business this fine, upstanding neighborhood gentleman would have of you.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah. Who wants to be John?
I was John in our Homestuck reading a long time ago, remember? I guess I could be John. Hey! I saw you standing out here messing with the mailbox. I figured you might be the mailman. Even though you're not wearing a mailman outfit.
Oh, yeah. That's you. You're definitely the mailman. Your outfit is, it's in the laundry today. You're just wearing your mailman hoodie instead. See this symbol? It's the symbol of a mail. Nothing stops the mail.
That's great. I guess it is true after all that mailmen are completely relentless in their quest to deliver people's mail. You guys are incredible. Speaking of mail, do you know if I got any today?
What? No. What red package? You haven't seen anything like that. No bills, junk mail, nothing at all. The mailbox was empty when you looked inside.
Well, I didn't say anything about a red package. Should I be expecting one? Come to think of it, it is my birthday, so getting a package in the mail would make sense. And if it's red, that probably means it's from Dave. He loves red, because I guess it's cool. Oh man, I wonder what he got me.
Nothing. He got you nothing, you say? If you're listening, this Dave fellow probably forgot his birthday due to being a bad friend. And that's why there's no package, red or otherwise.
My goodness. What?
Oh, just kidding, you say. You're sure Dave is a great friend who cares about this kid a lot. His present is probably just late and definitely not slowly sinking in a subterranean river of shit right now.
It's not... What? That's a strange thing to say. Are you sure you don't know more about this present than you're telling me?
No, you say. Absolutely not. Actually, he should forget what you said about the present being late. He should not be expecting a red package, not now or ever. He should trust you, because all mailmen know everything about the mail.
Or so?
Our usual route to friendship, just blatant lies and bullshit.
Dang. So nothing else?
Huh?
No green package either? You said the box was empty? I don't think I understand. Isn't that how it always is when you deliver mail? I mean, you're the guy who's supposed to put stuff in there.
Yes, that's right. You're the mailman, the absolute authority over all mail, which means your word must be accepted without question when it comes to the mail he didn't get today.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that this is supposed to be the right choice.
Yeah, man, this is how we get the good ending. We fucking lie to his face. You double-checked and everything. You looked thoroughly through your mailbag for anything with this kid's name on it and came up empty. Sorry, dude.
You don't have a mailbag.
Yeah.
You have a mailbag? Where is it?
Oh, that old bag? You accidentally dropped it in the sewer before the boy came outside.
Oh no, that sucks. All that mail. Ruined. Maybe I can help you fish it out.
No! You mean, that's fine. Thanks for offering, fine young Samaritan. But, the government will handle this. There's, like, insurance and such for sewer-related postal mishaps.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, but...
Does it?
Yeah. What if you missed something in there for me? Like, a game envelope or such. Are you totally sure you didn't miss something?
Yes, you are sure. You triple-checked and didn't see his name on anything. Besides, it's really rank down there. Very sewery. All the mail has been befouled beyond any hope of salvaging it. Really, it's best not to bother even peeking inside.
You're probably right, but... Hey, how do you know there wasn't any mail for me if you don't know my name?
What? Oh, god damn it.
Huh?
Oh, you mean, of course you know his name. Mailmen are sort of like Santa Claus. They know the names of all good little boys on their delivery routes. I just threw my phone.
Nice.
Wait, okay, that sounded creepy. You really regret phrasing it like that. It was so completely unnecessary. You just know a lot of stuff as an important government official with lots of bureaucratic lists and such. For instance, the name of this young man is...
Do smell the floor.
Damn. Why do you always paint yourself into corners like this? All you're trying to do is make a new friend, and you somehow manage to bullshit your way through the absolute most challenging version of this conversation possible. Okay, you can do this. This young man's name is... Wow, it really could be anything. He might as well have been given a random-ass name this very day, shortly before you arrived, for all you know. You'll just have to go with your gut and feel it out. A new friendship is on the line. His name is... Steve... Wait, no, he's making a bad face. You're on the wrong track. Oh, he's perking up. This is good. Nope, bad face again. It's not Jimmy or, Gilliam? That's not even a name. Anyway. Yes, he likes that. Jombry. Shit, he looks disgusted. Abort! Jombry? You really can be quite the fucking idiot sometimes.
Oh my god.
Jonderson? Wait, he looked pleased for a minute, then it looked like he just sucked on a lemon. Jesus Christ, you are bad at this. You were close there. Jonderbilt? Yikes, no. Ah, you got it! It's just John. Of course, you don't know what you were even thinking. Yes, you do. Those were just goofs, you explained to John. Mailmen love goofs. His name is John, you say confidently, as if you had it in your bag, in the bag all along. Not your non-existent mail bag, which you told him you dropped in the sewer. Your real bag, where the good shit is. Such as your incredible ability to guess someone's name in 5 or 6 tries.
That's right. Oh my goodness, John. Ow. I guess it's true then. Mailmen really do know practically everything. John! Come on, call me John for now!
You smile. Finally, it feels like this friendship may be starting to click. It was rocky there for a while, as you had to spin an intricate, nearly flawless web of lies to smooth over the fact that you destroyed his cherished personal property. Huh?
Imagine if we were saying this out loud. That's a flawless web of lies.
Yeah.
I would half expect it.
Mm.
And by half, I mean I am.
Yeah. But you're pretty sure you're in the clear now, and you'll never have to justify yourself to him again.
Well, as nice as it is to meet you, Mr. Mailman, to be honest, this just kind of sucks. I've been waiting for a really cool game to arrive in the mail, but it's been a few days already, and I'm starting to think it got lost in the mail. It might just never come now, and I'm kind of bummed out about it. I had some hope it would show up on my birthday as, like, a present? From nobody, really. Just a present out of thin air, I guess. Like it was going to be destiny or something? Oh well, I guess magic really is as fake as all the scientists say it is.
You nod along very wisely. Oh yes, you say. You can kiss that game goodbye. It definitely got lost in the mail and is never, ever going to be delivered. The Postmaster General just told you a few seconds ago, through your wireless earpiece, which is hooked up to the US parcel mainframe. You tell John he is right to disbelieve in magic. It's fake as shit.
Oh my goodness.
It's time for him to get used to the idea that he will never play this game, whatever it was. It's probably stupid anyway. Most games are. He should try to get used to whatever kind of life he is going to live from now on in the absence of this dumb video game.
Yeah, you're right. I think I got too worked up about it. It probably does suck, actually.
More than you'd think.
I think Game Bro only gave it like 2 hats out of 5 hats. It might have even been less than that, actually. God, what a piece of shit it probably was. You know, I think I have to thank you, Mr. Mailman. You really opened my eyes today. I'm going to forget I ever heard of that dumb game and just try to enjoy my life. Talk to my friends, hang out in my room, and... I don't know. Come to think of it, maybe I was looking forward to playing that game with my friends so much because I'm... lonely? I'm almost a little embarrassed to admit, I don't actually have any real-life friends.
To this, quote, mailman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it. This is your in. This nice boy seems to be jonesing for friendship just as much as you are. And you've laid all the... Yeah. The craving for friendship has carried over from Friend Sim. But we don't have the we don't have a reason for it anymore. We just really want friends.
Yeah, like, he removed our weird craving that he, like, Scratch instilled that in us, and now we're just like that now, I guess.
Because we touched the fucking house like an idiot.
Yeah, we did touch a thing.
We did touch a thing. I wonder why that thing would give us a craving for friends, in addition to teleporting us. That's... We're acting so creepy.
Yeah, it's not great. You've laid all the groundwork for becoming his best bro so expertly. Broom, broom. You just need to slide right into his life with just a few more sympathetic remarks.
If you drive a motorcycle, fuck you.
Yeah.
Dang. Ow.
You actually...
Fuck you.
Maybe later.
You actually have a lot of experience with this by now. You've made so many friends in so many strange places with such mixed results. Or you think you did? Actually, you can't conjure up any of their names or faces right now. It probably isn't important. Actually, let's never speak of that again. What matters most is you're here now, making a sweet new pal named John. You casually mentioned that this is the end of your mail route, and you don't have much else going on in your life. Maybe you and he can hang out for a while, if he doesn't mind, that is.
You want to hang out with me? Like, just a mailman and a 13-year-old boy? Just... being buddies? Like in one of my animes?
You shrug a little, as if you don't, care much. But you really, really care.
Normally I would say that sounds a little strange, and maybe slightly inappropriate. But what do I know? No, John, if it feels inappropriate, it probably is!
No.
If you were a normal-looking mailman, that would probably be a shitty idea, and I'd get in trouble with my dad, or the authorities or something, and probably so would you. You seem different. Like, maybe you aren't even a person? Just kind of a weird, harmless-looking guy? Like an alien? But not really? Oh yeah, this does solidify that the player character is not human.
Yeah, we're just
We
kind
don't
of
look
a
like
fella.
them.
Hey, Skeletron. How you doing?
Hey!
Scotch.
Skeletron in chat.
Hello. Boy, you missed a lot of bullshit that happened.
Yeah.
Not much to do with the actual game, though.
Yeah,
So you
it was
could
just...
The Wi-Fi
It was just-
machine broke, and I was
Ugh.
really mad about it.
Yeah.
It broke at a really comedic time, though,
Yeah.
personally.
I'm pretty sure the VOD kept going too as I like stomped around my room and tried to fix shit. So we're gonna have some good content there.
Oh, yes, it is a Homestuck, Skeletron. Homestuck Mondays!
Yeah! You don't really know what to say to any of this.
Oh man, I'm being so fucking rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just call you an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we could hang out. But maybe we should, keep this sort of a secret from my dad? No!
No.
I don't know if he would approve of me bringing a stranger into the house, even if you are very nice and sincerely concerned about my mail problems. John! You're inviting a stranger in!
You go inside.
And you offer to keep it a secret!
You go inside and tell your dad, "Hey dad, the guy who delivers our mail wants to help me with my mail problems. Can he come in and hang out for a while, dad?" Good lord, John. Think about the things you say.
If anyone younger, like, happens to be watching, do not do this!
Don't do this, even if they're a funny-looking little dude. It's not worth it. You don't
Even
know.
if you're a funny-looking little dude talking to a guy who looks like kind of like a stick man, don't do this.
Do not offer to keep this kind, like a relationship, a secret from your parent.
Yeah.
Oh, you young people in your homestucks and skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ollie. Ollie
Sick.
Oxenfree.
No, don't do it.
Ah, Oxenfree.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi,
After
don't do it.
Bell, maybe? I can do that.
Yeah. Well, are you okay?
I'm good. I got worried for a second, but we're good. It's fine.
Okay.
That sounds fine with you. Now that you think about it, you still aren't sure his dad didn't see you dumping all their mail into the sewer. He probably didn't, otherwise he would have had some words with you, surely. But still, it's a risk you shouldn't be taking under these delicate circumstances. There's a friendship on the line.
Okay, I'm glad you agree. I don't. It sounds like we have a sneaking mission ahead of us. Actually, it sounds like it could be fun.
Oh yeah, it does sound fun. Except maybe slightly triggering since you've done a lot of dangerous, high-stakes sneaking in the past that you can't quite remember. But still, fun. Mostly fun. You can't wait. Yeah.
So?
Oh man, mailman with a lot of amnesiac problems. Can't wait to have so much fun with you.
Yeah.
Stefan says this boy seems sketchy. Honestly, we seem sketchy.
Yeah.
This entire situation is sketch as possible.
We stole his mail and now we're trying to just hang out with this 13-year-old
Yeah, we're
boy.
trying to get in his house.
We were
Because
like,
he said he was lonely. And we're desperate to be friends with a 13-year-old boy for some reason.
we accidentally stole his mail, panicked, threw it in the sewer, and now we're just trying to play it off like none of that happened.
And blatantly lied to his face.
Yeah.
We're in a situation where either one of us can murder the other.
You never know. Might be a bad end.
Maybe it's just destined.
Yeah.
How should we do this? We could either sneak upstairs to my bedroom while avoiding my dad and just hang out up there for a while.
We can play Monopoly.
Or if that sounds too risky, we could just stay outside. I've got some sweet playground equipment in the backyard. What will it be?
Bro, you got a tire swing right there.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad.
Sketchhouse says, what is this groomer simulator?
No.
Dang. It does feel like that a little bit.
It does a little, but MSPA Reader just doesn't know any better. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're just stupid. We've already diverged heavily from like what is supposed to happen today.
Uh-huh.
So it makes me wonder if we should go in with him and see if we can somehow get things back on track, or just
Getting
fully
things
commit
back
to
on
being
track.
outside. Should we fully commit to being outside? I mean, he does have a tire swing. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
Skeletron
That
said,
track is on fire anyway.
Skeletron votes for not going to his bedroom.
Yeah.
Feels wrong.
It's fucking
Yeah, saying it like that, yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope the playground equipment is the best choice, because otherwise we'll be made to go to his bedroom. But let's do this with good intentions, please.
Yeah, man. Actually, you tell John you think the fresh air out here will do you some good. Also, that playground equipment he mentioned really sweetens the pot. You hope he doesn't mind. After all, as a mailman, you were meant to be outdoors. You took a mailman's oath and everything. Yeah, John will probably believe that.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, man.
Jesus
I
Christ.
totally understand. It gets really stuffy in there, especially with all the baking my dad does. He can hang out in my yard. Feels like it's been ages since I took a spin on the old Pogo ride.
Pogo ride, he says. Well, that just seals the deal. You bow flamboyantly and gesture for him to lead the way, but you quickly regret doing that because it was a little much. Yeah.
Well, here it is. My backyard in all its glory.
You know, I think it totally is sweet that they have a poker right at the back.
Yeah.
Like, if someone had that, like, in my neighborhood, I'd be like, oh, bro, fucking hell yeah. And then I don't go over, because going over to people's houses scared me as a child.
Yeah, man.
Same. I hardly ever come out here anymore, honestly. There's the old trusty swing set. Brings back some good memories. And there's the Pogo ride. You better hop on before I beat you to it. Just kidding, that thing's a death trap. You should really go nowhere near that thing, unless you like dying.
Oblivious to the humorous nature of his remark, you shake your head solemnly. Oh no, you say. You're pretty sure dying sucks and you never want to do it again.
I guess. That's a weird thing to say. Are you saying you died before? Or is this some sort of weird man joke?
Man, that's another thing. Since our memories are all fucked, we have, like, not only multiple already fucked up memories of dying multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
now our memories are even double fucked, so we're not even sure that those are happening anymore.
Yeah.
So we just say things and we're just like, wait, does that make sense? I think it does.
Yeah. Oh, haha. Yeah, you mailmen like to joke around a lot. Sometimes very darkly. It gets very stressful delivering the mail sometimes, and sometimes you just need to blow off some steam by making light of your mortality, and... It doesn't seem like this is going over well. To be fair, it is one of your worst explanations so far. That's really saying something. You start to falter and lose composure. You don't seem to have it in you to follow through with the lie. You stop talking and hang your head.
Skeletron says, this all seems sketch, there seems to be no good answers. Kinda.
Yeah.
Not incorrect.
Yeah, that's basically Homestuck.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong?
You decide to tell him the truth. Yeah, you've been dead before. Possibly a bunch of times? You're not sure. Actually, you can't remember any of the circumstances surrounding your deaths, and you aren't even sure who you are. Frankly, you're a little confused by your own existence sometimes.
Dropping this all on this fucking 13-year-old.
13.
I love trauma dumping on 13-year-olds.
Yeah, man. The fucking Tumblr users in my Tumblr DMs when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Grown-ass adults in my Tumblr DMs.
Oh no. Well, I'd be lying if I said that was a little hard to believe. But I'll listen to what you have to say anyway, because that's what friends are for. So sweet.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Oh,
Don't do this, kids.
Yeah, don't. Go see a therapist.
Yeah. If you were in John's shoes, tell that adult to get a therapist.
You cast your mind back as hard as you can. You really give it a good, hard think. You remember a room, and a computer screen, and just this really intense feeling of frustration. Your child, this life is horrible and there is no good. Not wrong, Skeletron.
A computer.
Trust no one.
I mean, I get being very frustrated at your computer screen. I do that every day. Have you met my friends?
Yeah. Yeah, he gets it. It's written all over his face. This is a boy who feels your pain. He's following you perfectly.
I'm not really following.
Can you explain how you ended up in the afterlife?
Afterlife?
You're pretty sure it was the afterlife. Maybe heaven? It was a little too freaky for heaven. But you were alone. Then you found a mysterious artifact on the ground.
You found a mysterious artifact? In hell?
Yes. It was white and flat and lying on the ground, as if it was just waiting for you. Or waiting for someone else, maybe, but you found it first on accident? You find it hard to believe you were destined for any cursed treasure such as this. Perhaps the artifact belonged to Lucifer himself.
Oh my god, they somehow made explaining Homestuck even harder. Lucifer? Wow.
Oh, you didn't realize you said the Lucifer thing out loud. Maybe you should consider reeling this in a bit? You're beginning to wonder if you're coming off as a little unhinged here. Except John is clearly transfixed by your story, and looking a little concerned. I guess there's no going back now. You've committed yourself to the truth, as insane as it sounds. So you saw something weird. It looked like a little house. The obvious thing to do was to stick your hand inside the house, so that's what you did. Then you felt funny and teleported out of hell. That's how you ended up here, on Earth. Where, you then became a mailman, and decided to have a long and rewarding career of delivering the mail, and then you met John, and now you're basically best friends. The end.
This all sounds pretty fucked up.
Yeah, man!
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You're right back to feeling like a crazy person again. He probably doesn't believe you. It seems like you're going to have to take this even further, or risk eroding the foundation of trust this blossoming friendship is built on. You mentioned that you're pretty sure the Devil's Treasure gave you some magic powers.
Magic powers? Like what?
You're not sure. You can sort of teleport now. Also, you're pretty sure you can time travel? You haven't tested it out much, you admit.
Teleportation and time travel, huh? Why didn't we time travel back and not mess with his mail? That's a lot.
You can prove it, you say desperately. Suddenly it feels like this friendship is hanging by a thread, and you'll do anything to preserve it. It's time to bring out the big guns. The revelation to this boy that, contrary to all known scientific wisdom, magic is far from fake. It is real as shit, contrary to what you told him earlier. For instance, you remind him that you both almost went up to his bedroom but decided not to, because the trek across the house was too risky. But what if you could just teleport there?
Sounds like a handy trick. I'm still guessing this is all bullshit though, like a prank. That's okay though, I love pranks.
Ah, but it's no prank. At least, you think. You've never actually tested this power, at all. God, you hope you don't end up making a fool of yourself. Everything is riding on this.
So wait, you left hell to be a mailman, so have you really left hell? Fascinating question.
I mean, yeah, from what I've heard from my mom, it really does suck. So yeah.
I can imagine.
Hey, what are you...
Here goes nothing.
Whoa, it worked! Unbelievable! You know what this means, Mr. Mailman?
You shake your head.
It means magic is fucking real!
Aww.
Whoa.
You shrug. You guess it is. You won't admit it, but all you really care about right now is the fact that you saved the friendship. Should be all smooth sailing from here.
Look at his face!
Yeah.
Well, it's a pretty good thing I met you, because if you didn't show up, I'm pretty sure that nothing anywhere close to being this incredible would have ever happened to me.
Yeah, man. For sure. You consider that remark for a moment and decide you absolutely agree. You are definitely the best and most exciting thing that will ever happen to this kid.
Wow! You also said something about time travel? Can we try that too, or would that be too disruptive to the space-time continuum?
You have him eating out of the palm of your hand now. No need to slow this train down. Continuum schmontinuum. Whatever your new friend wants, he gets.
Oh, I know. Why don't we go back in time by about a week? And we can stay right here. That way we won't risk messing up anything important.
Sure, that makes sense. You get ready to use your new hell power and concentrate as hard as you can on the idea of 1 week ago. That's probably how it works.
Not much change. Yeah, inconvenient that the weather 1 week ago was the same.
Yeah.
Except, wait. The cakes are gone. That must mean it isn't my birthday yet, which means... It worked! This is 1 week ago! Wow! Or 1 week forward.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I was about to bring up other John over here.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I forgot! Of course there was gonna be a past me in the room a week ago! God, I'm such an idiot. This is going to fuck things up, isn't it? I forgot that I only stay home! What the hell is going on here? Whatever it is, it seems really stupid. Oh, past John was, like, in a bad mood, I guess.
Yeah.
You're right, John. It is stupid. Sorry, I wasn't using my head. Don't worry, we'll get out of your hair. Hey, quick, let's zap out to the yard so we fuck up space-time as little as possible. Or just go for— oh wait, we go forward. Phew. Oh, that was dumb. Maybe let's try to avoid abusing your time travel powers from now on. It could really lead to a lot of messy bullshit.
Sure could.
Uh-huh.
You wholeheartedly agree. All you really want to do is make friends, not clown around through space-time.
Meanwhile, I guess we're still a week in the past, but now just standing in my yard doing nothing?
Turns out when you're boring, time travel is also boring.
Yeah.
This seems pointless. We should probably head back to the present.
You nod. It was an interesting experiment, and it brought you a lot of credibility, but it's time to... Wait a minute. Something is wrong. There's a slight buzzing in the air. You can feel it.
What's the matter?
You tell him you think someone is coming. Quick, you have to hide.
Spidey senses. Whoa, okay.
You and John dash into a neighbor's yard and hide behind the fence. You peek into the backyard to see what's happening. Suddenly, you see it. That energy you were feeling was a whole group of teenagers randomly teleporting into John's backyard?
What the fuck?
You examine them more closely. They're all dressed in ridiculous, colorful outfits. Is the circus in town? There did seem to be a lot of clowns in John's house. Maybe this house is some kind of globally recognized headquarters for traveling clowns. But they're not really clowns, just teens wearing strange pajama-looking clothes. 8 of them, to be precise.
I guess they really do kind of look like circus outfits, don't they? Like clown outfits.
Yeah, a little bit.
All the stripes.
On closer inspection, one of them seems familiar. The guy in the blue pajamas. You think it's your new friend John? But he seems older. Definitely not a 13-year-old kid like your buddy here. None of them are. They all appear to settle in for a while to talk amongst themselves. The guy in the yellow Speedo gets down to business on the pogo ride, totally oblivious to its dangers. There seems to be a serious atmosphere hanging over this group of teens. Important discussions are happening. It's completely baffling to you, and by the look on your buddy's face, to John as well. Suddenly, an uneasy feeling settles over you, like you're witnessing something that was never meant to be seen by anyone. Perhaps a rendezvous point established by this group of teens for exactly that reason, that no one would think to be watching this quiet suburban backyard right now. Should you stay and listen, or go? You're not sure what to do. You can't shake the feeling that something highly inappropriate is happening here, just by watching. Like you're beholding a moment so divorced from an authoritative chain of events that to even witness this moment is not only narratively compromising, but extremely cursed.
Hey, is that guy in the blue pajamas me?
You pat John on the back. You can only imagine what's going through his head right now. He hasn't seen a time travel duplicate of himself in, well, minutes.
Man, I look so much older. What am I even wearing? And how are all these people— Wait! I know some of them. There's Rose and Dave and Jake? With dog ears? I don't know the others, though. Wait, I know what's going on. They must be from the future. It's the only explanation, especially since we did some time travel ourselves, thus proving magic to be real. Did you have something to do with this, Mr. Mailman?
You shake your head. You are just as surprised by this nonsense as he is. It seems one or more people from this group have somehow obtained similar abilities offered by the hell treasure you touch.
I guess they're all from a few years in the future, when we're all a bunch of older, cooler teenagers. Maybe we all go to college together or something?
Pajama college.
Clown college. Maybe that's where we make these 4 new friends. Something familiar about all of them, but I can't put my finger on it. Sleepy Clown College. But why do we look so ridiculous? Did I join a troupe of traveling street performers, thus following in the footsteps of my father? And somehow managed to rope everyone into the act, including Dave and Rose, who almost certainly would think the idea was really stupid, even though it's clearly great and cool, while somehow also involving time travel? Even though it's clearly great and cool. I don't know. I'm so confused. What are they even doing here? Did this really happen just outside my house 1 week ago without me knowing about it at all? What else have I been missing? How much more is there to know about the future adventures of me and my friends, which have been taking place in secret like this? I wonder if there's a lot more to my life than I ever could have imagined. Oh boy. Actually, I should probably be thanking you. If you hadn't told me my game got lost in the mail, I might have gotten way too hung up on it. That might have totally altered the trajectory of my life.
Yeah, man.
Then I wouldn't get to go on whatever sweet adventures happen in the future that will lead me to wear a bunch of silly pajamas, and apparently speak with great authority in front of a group of very cool teens.
You bow your head contemplatively, as if to say you're welcome. You're welcome for your entire life and every cool thing that ever happens to you from now on. After some time passes, the group of teens seem to finish up whatever business they had in this yard and disappear into thin air. You guess that's the end of whatever that was? Since there isn't much point to staying here a week in the past, you decide to return John to the present moment.
Well, that was interesting. We were a little too far away to hear what they were saying. I think I kept overhearing the word English? I wonder if those teens speak a foreign language. Was I teaching them English? This sure is some shitty speculation. Makes no sense at all. I guess the only thing to do is wait until I become that John, and then find out for myself.
Yeah, man.
Sounds exciting, but also a little overwhelming. Damn, I'm gonna need to think about this.
You watch as John spaces out for a solid minute, thinking about his absurd future. You glance towards that swing set, wondering if the fun times John had planned for you are going to continue to recede further into the distance as he comes to grips with his mysterious destiny. You cough a little to snap him out of his stupor.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Mailman. I know I said we would do something fun. But now I think I'm kind of in an existential mood. I should take a walk and think about what just happened today. I feel weird. It's nothing personal. I just need some space. Well, see you.
Vague existential crisis.
Alright.
So not
Was
the
that
end.
really the good end for his ruse?
Oh no, that was another bad end.
Okay. Can we just load back to the choice we made for that one then?
Yeah, I should do that instead of just... No, don't save over that. Don't save over that. Load the game. Let's go inside.
Alright, let's just go inside.
When you enter the house, an overwhelming odor of freshly baked cakes hits you like a punch in the face. Wow, there is also a lot of clown bullshit in this living room, huh?
Can we see the living room?
Clown
Damn.
statues, and you don't have time to take it all in because your buddy John is grabbing your hand and rushing you upstairs before his baking maniac of a father can emerge from the kitchen and catch you in the act. He slams the bedroom door behind you and breathes a sigh of relief.
Phew! Hard to catch a moment of peace around here, what with all this adoring fatherly doting and round-the-clock cake production. I feel like I'm suffocating around here. It's not just because of the thick aroma of Betty Crocker products making me feel like I'm being gassed in a bakery.
You're not sure what to say. You tentatively lift your arm as if you're about to place it on his shoulder, but you hesitate. Is this an abusive domestic situation? You don't know if you have enough information to make that judgment yet, but you are concerned.
The amount of caking clowns is concerning, but he did say doting?
Yeah. This is the one you have the least to be concerned about, honestly.
Yeah, to be honest. Just joking around. I mean, this bacon shit's all a bit much. The clown obsession too, but... I love my dad. He's great. Sorry, I didn't mean to give the wrong impression.
That's a relief, you guess. Not that you weren't ready to jump in and be whatever kind of supportive friend this boy needs. Suddenly you notice a bunch of movie posters on the wall. Oh wow, these are all really bad?
Love that Con Air poster.
Yeah. You won't dare say such a thing to your new friend, though. You immediately begin lavishing praise on all of them, especially that one, which appears to be... Mac and me? Oh, for fuck's sake. When it rains, it pours, you guess. Nevertheless, you insist it is one of humanity's peak cinematic achievements.
Mac and me? You seriously like it? Personally, I think it's a piece of shit. I just have it up there because... Well, I don't even know why. Not even I can defend the film. To each his own, I guess. I'm happy to hear you like all the other movies, though. They're all incredible. You have good taste. Yeah. Except for liking Mac and Me, though. That's complete garbage.
Damn. Okay, you could admit you got a little overzealous there. Maybe dial it down a notch? You really don't have to try so hard. There's a moment of awkward silence. You hadn't really thought this far ahead, and apparently neither has John. There must be something you can both do to advance this friendship. He's starting to look self-conscious now. Poor friendless kid really doesn't know how to entertain anyone in his home, does he? You can see now that your friendship is needed now more than ever. You have to step up.
So, what do you typically like to,
Suddenly, something gets John's attention. It's coming from his computer.
Oh, hey, can you hang on a second? My buddy Dave is pestering me.
John settles behind his desk.
Oh, Craig, I guess you're Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Kid, what are you doing?
Dave, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now.
Are you opening the birthday present I got you?
Oh no. Sorry, Dave. I think you're... Sorry. Kind of sounds like the predators in your room.
Motorcycles fucking suck when they're driving past.
Oh no. Sorry, Dave, but I think your present got lost in the mail. Unfortunately, I think it might be gone forever.
John, what the fuck?
Maybe you can just send me another one? Whatever it was.
Dude, no. The thing I got you was fucking priceless and irreplaceable. If it got lost in the mail, there's literally zero chance you ever see another one like it again in the future. In any shape or form. I can't read.
That's okay.
That's fine, neither can I. Wow. That sucks.
Oh, well, whatever. To be honest, that's probably the fate it deserves.
What was it?
Never mind, just some more ironic trash from your best and coolest bro in the whole world. Just forget it. If I tell you, you'd probably be sad it's gone, so this is a secret I will take to me to my fucking grave. Do you understand, Egbert?
Yeah, that's fair.
So what are you really up to? Are you playing that dumb game with Rose yet?
What? Oh, no. That got lost in the mail too. It's also gone forever.
Holy fucking shit, John. I leave you alone for 2 seconds and everything goes to hell. This is why I can't stop pestering you even for a second. You just lose complete control of your life the moment I turn my back. How do you even know it got lost in the mail? Like, how can you be even, fuck. Like, how can that even be formally verified in any way? You haven't been waiting for it that long.
It's okay to add punctuation in for Dave, by the way. He doesn't use it in his quirk. So if you need a break, it's okay. Because the mailman told me so.
What? Okay, I know I say this almost every day, but that is actually the dumbest thing I have ever fucking heard.
It's true. He was quite sure about it.
First of all, John, mailmen don't know shit.
He's blowing our spot.
Oh no.
What? Yeah, you're starting to go again?
A little bit. A little bit. Come on. Alright, we're good. It's fine.
Okay.
Just dropping some frames. It's whatever.
Leo, every second I am filled with dread.
Same, bro.
You could be saying something really funny and then you're just dead.
Yeah. God.
Which would also be kind of funny.
Yeah. They're just guys who walk around handing out letters and stuff. They have zero knowledge of the greater workings of the mail, let alone the specific fate of any package. Unless there's a tracking number or some shit, but even then, the mailman really isn't the guy who deals with that. The only way a mailman would know for sure if some mail got lost if he's the one who lost it, or like deliberately fucking destroyed it.
Or stole it.
Between the game and my sweet president going missing, something smells goddamn fishy here. John, are you sure this mailman just didn't steal all your shit?
Of course I am.
I don't know, man.
He wasn't even holding anything when I talked to him, not even a mail bag.
My alarm bells are going fucking haywire here. Sounds like this incompetent dipshit just lost all your mail and tried to cover his ass.
No!
Are you sure he didn't fuck it up somehow? Like a mailman stank on it in a fit of shame and panic, just like buried it or dunked it in a smelly hole?
Babe, this is insane. You're being so paranoid.
Right.
Besides, aside from the birthday present, why do you even care? You think this game is stupid and you don't even want to play.
Well, yeah, I was drawing my off. I sound cool and aloof. Of course I want to play this game. It's like the whole rad thing we're all going to do as friends, and now it's ruined.
Oh, you're right. That is a shame. I'm sorry.
Aw.
I don't know, there's just some feeling I had that we needed to play this thing for like destiny reasons or some shit. Sorry to blow my cool cover and start sounding like Jade or whatever, but I'm kind of pissed off now, especially now that I know that you won't get your sick bunny.
Bunny?
Forget I said that.
Well, okay.
Anyway, all that aggravating bullshit aside, what were you gonna say?
Oh, right. I made a new friend.
What? A friend? Bullshit.
Oh gosh, my stomach. Please tell you guys didn't hear that.
Nah, I'll crank up the audio in post. Don't worry about
No, please don't. No, it's true.
John, this is so fucking unlike you. You don't have fucking friends. None of us do. We're a total bunch of losers.
it. Us?
I know that, but today is a different story. I think I might be ranting out a little socially. Like, turning a corner and becoming a valid and legitimate person well on his way to adulthood.
MSP reader just like leaning horribly over John's shoulder, just like,
Yeah. Come on, Dave. Why don't you just be happy for me?
Fine. So you hanging out with this person right now?
Yes, he's in my room, rummaging through my stuff. He's quite the character.
Oh boy.
Who's this guy? Please tell me he's not cooler than me. I couldn't handle that.
He's not cooler than you. Nobody is, Dave. Aw.
Oh, thank God.
Aw.
So tell me about him.
Well, you know the mailman I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Well, you see, it's the mailman.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
John. No.
What's the big deal?
Do I even need to explain why a 13-year-old kid shouldn't become buddies with a fucking mailman and hang out with him in his room? Does your dad know about this?
Skeletron, we couldn't help it.
Yeah, the other one was the bad end.
We got a bad end. We gave him an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Listen, the other one had time travel, existential crisis,
We ended up in his room anyway, not to mention.
and
Yeah.
The
teleporting.
other one. Yeah, I think he said the line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no, but I'm trying to avoid him. He's in one of his baking frenzies.
You do realize this is the same guy who likely stole your game and my beautiful present, right? Probably sold them in the black market or worse, and something fucked up, like flush them down the toilet.
He didn't do that! Dave, it would make no sense to do that! You're being crazy!
Okay, dude. But you're the one chilling with a random postal worker in your bedroom on your B-day. Just looking out for you. What sort of sick fuck would even want to come into your house? How old is this fucking guy anyway?
I don't know. He seems to be sort of ageless?
What?
Dave, that's the thing. He's barely even a person. He's just a friend. What does that mean, John?
He's shaped like a friend.
Friend-shaped.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't expect you to understand. He's just a fun, harmless person who appears to have no particular defining qualities whatsoever. What's so crazy about that?
Yeah, Skeletron, we're MSPA
Yeah.
reader.
Yeah,
He's just a fella.
yeah, it's just like a stick figure in a hoodie.
Yeah.
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 Are you gonna pull up a picture of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be the...
Yeah. Reader.
Man, that should actually be the summoning all of us in MSP Raider style.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why is
that's
everyone
not
in a
right
fucking motorcycle coming by today?
Are you guys having like a motorcycle festival or something?
No. And also just multiple motorcycle gangs just live here.
Nice.
But why is it my street today? I'm on like the outskirts of town.
That's him. I put him on screen. He's a little guy. This is what he
Just a
looks
little
like.
fella.
Just a little fella. Alright, get the fuck out of here.
I was going with the joke that Kirby's shaped like a friend. Kirby is pretty friend-shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a ball.
We are also
Yeah.
quite friend-shaped.
Is it not coming up on stream?
Yeah.
Like, my thing
Oh,
is-
there
okay,
it is.
there it is. Finally.
Yeah.
It took a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got some chunky delay. It's fine.
Nice.
That's alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
look at this friend.
Yeah, friend.
I like this.
In a hoodie that he's kept for like weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I've kept most of my clothes for weeks on end. That's kind of wardrobe.
just,
Yeah.
just like only the hoodie. Especially if we're barreling through time now. We have no possessions. Nothing, I guess. I don't even know anymore. Fine. Enjoy your new buddy. It is your B-Day after all. So you get to call the police. So what's next on the agenda? So what's next on the agenda? What's he doing now?
Well, it seems he got a little bored while I've been talking to you, and he's spread most of my belongings across my bedroom floor to examine everything.
Of course.
And now he's just messing with stuff, like my magic stuff. It's pretty cute. I like this guy.
John, I'm gonna run something by you. I hope I don't blow your mind or anything, but what if this guy isn't even a mailman?
What? Dave, no, I refuse to accept that.
Okay, genius, tell me. What is he wearing? He said he had no defining qualities. Well, clothes are defining qualities. What are they?
Okay, he isn't wearing anything but a sweatshirt, but I didn't want to mention that because I know how it would sound.
I see. So, no mail uniform, no bag, no like fucking mailman hat, just no pants.
Yes.
That's not weird or anything.
I just met this Eldritch entity and he wanted to chill in my room.
Yeah, he just wanted to hang out, bro.
Yeah. I told you, he's like a pet? Shit, that's probably condescending. You know what I mean? Part generic part generic persona type thing, and part just a fun, friendly sort of humanoid creature? John. I'm really not explaining this well. The point is, you said he's a mailman, and I believe him because he's my new friend. End of story.
Okay, he's a fucking mailman. I don't even care if you think he's fine. Then, if you think he's fine, then whatever. So, like, cool. Guess we have a new friend. Do I get to meet the mailman sometime, or what?
That's a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he found his way over to you. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me he's a well-traveled fellow.
You gotta think he's going to travel his ass 2,000 miles to come visit me?
You never know. Mailmen do get around after all.
Shit, that checks out, actually. Okay, I'm getting kind of excited now.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I should probably get going. He's really going at it over there with all my bedroom crap. I don't want to be a rude host.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it to you boys to do it. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Dave. Victory!
Red!
Ah, that's cute.
We did it!
Woo!
Oh, and we got the sheets.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, we're dressed like the mailman.
Yeah.
Also, I love Dave's like thumbs up.
Yeah.
Got approval.
Good shit. Alright, well, there's John. We've been going for about an hour.
Yeah. Should we risk another route?
Yeah, y'all want to go for another?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. Rose. Something
Oh.
beyond the sky.
Guess I should do this one too.
On the advice of your new friend John, you go to visit one of his closest comrades. Close only figuratively speaking, since it seems she lives all the way on the other side of the country. It's no problem for you, though, since your new powers let you hop anywhere, anytime, even to places that don't exist. Well, you think your powers let you do that. You just have this distinct metatextual feeling that you could pretty much go anywhere at this point. You know that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing that doesn't make sense about friendship, though, and that's exactly what you're about to do. Friendship, that is. You're about to do some friendship by making a new friend. Her name is... You check your notes. Rose.
Did John tell her we were coming?
Yeah, I hope so. Oh no. This is her house, apparently. Looks kind of weird and modern, and it's situated in the middle of the woods for no good reason you can think of. Also, it's pouring rain, which is not what you would describe as ideal friend-making conditions.
You know, her house gives me, like, the vibes of, like, the protagonist's house in, like a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It almost has, like, Danny Phantom's house vibes.
Yeah.
Or
I was
maybe
gonna
even
say that, but I don't remember what Danny Phantom's house is.
I believe it does have a tower. If I
Right.
remember correctly.
Yeah, but this is just, like, cartoon protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, nothing stops a mailman, not from delivering mail nor making friends. Rather famously, rain and other similar weather patterns provide no deterrent to the performance of his duty. There is no duty more important than friendship.
Oh man, we've missed their destiny by days, like a while now,
Oh yeah.
huh?
Everything's fun.
Suddenly, a woodland girl approaches. Who goes there? Oh, it's your new friend Rose, obviously. There's literally no one else this could be. Anime waifu. Skeletron. She's 13.
Yeah.
You introduce yourself. You're the cool mailman who John told her to expect a visit from soon. Thank God she's expecting us.
Yeah.
You would doff your mail hat to signal a friendly greeting, except recently you accidentally dropped it into a sewer, along with all your other mail-specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver, as you explained to her graciously in an unconvincing manner. Gratuitously. I can read.
Basically the same.
It's not a great start, you admit, but you've done much worse.
You are not a mailman. Oops.
Yikes! You are busted almost immediately. You briefly consider whether you should double down on the lie and try to say something mailman-like, or whether the right call is to come clean since she's clearly too smart for this amateur bullshit. It's taking a few seconds too long for you to decide, which looks guilty as hell. That's it. The jig is up. You slouch in defeat. You ask her if she could please consider not telling John. Your heart couldn't take it if you found out your entire friendship was based on a lie.
You want me to keep a secret from one of my best friends to protect the feelings of a random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily showed up to my house in the remote wilderness like a creep? Ooh.
Yes.
Ages are weird in anime. This is not anime.
Yeah.
Everyone we're gonna meet is 13.
Or the alien equivalent of
Or
13.
yeah, or the equivalent. They do like grow older in the future, but the future is not now, so
The future is later, old man.
Yeah, get if you want to thirst after them, just skip to the epilogues.
yeah. No or yes? I kind of feel like she'd respect yes, but also it might just lead us straight to a bad ending depending on how she's feeling.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
might go get it out of the way. Yes.
Yeah, would
Yeah.
you consider it?
Yes, that's what you want.
It's an interesting proposition, if for no other reason than its audacity. I admire your resolve in the face of humiliation. This doesn't mean we're friends, though.
Oof.
Yeah, I figured you'd respect it.
Yeah. Rough. Well, that's fine. You're hopeful. Your mind is fuzzy, but you think you remember this. You're good at this. You are excellent at making people like you through underhanded means. You can't wait to take advantage of this 13-year-old girl's goodwill. Okay, wow. Not like that. Let's not be fucking weird. In fact, let that be the last creepy thought you have for comical purposes. S-grade jokes only. Let's all get our brains out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Rose raises a thin brow. There's something unsettling about her deep violet eyes. You're pretty sure most humans don't have eyes like that, but what the fuck do you know? You're a stranger around these parts, and not a human.
Are you a human? Yeah.
Wait, aren't you a human too? Whatever, it's not a big deal. Not when there are friends to be made. Who cares what species you are?
Yeah.
Or something.
Do you want to come inside? Unless I'm interrupting your internal monologue, of course. Far be it for me to ever cut short any sort of navel-gazing sidebar. It's just ever so slightly wet out here.
You would absolutely love that. Not too much trouble, of course. You wouldn't want to put Rose out. You're lying, though. You are 100% fine with being absolutely infuriatingly obnoxious if it means making a new friend. Rose purses her lips, considering.
I would love if we said that out loud.
Your predilections toward mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about.
End up in a yiff pit? What are you talking to me about yiff pit?
What?
Skeleton?
Why are you yiffing at us? What?
I am not a kangaroo rat. I will not
We
yiff
say
twice.
what and end up in a yiff pit? What did we say to put us in the yiff pit?
I don't know. This is where we live now, though.
Oh,
There's
God,
no
it's
escaping from the yiff pit.
Man, it does not feel like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the sun. Ah, my eyes.
Making friends with non-humans.
Yeah.
I think that my non-human friends would respect my choice to not be involved in the yiff pit.
Yeah,
I would
listen,
hope
just
so.
because they're non-human doesn't mean they're furries.
Yeah.
Please apologize to all of my alien friends.
Apologize to us.
Yeah. We're not, well, I was gonna say we're not furries, but that's at least 1/3 of a lie.
Yeah.
I have a persona, but I am not a furry.
Oh yeah, that statement makes sense.
I'm just saying it could happen. It's happened to me. Oh.
Oh no. Rip.
What horrors await you in the... Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, we're in all that John told me about.
Oh?
He also said that you had certain powers. Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell.
Oh, your zappy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman is real, since that is actually made up.
Is that so? Prove it.
You shrug. Easy enough. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops.
Should I picture my room, or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work.
She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess she can do that if she wants. You zap the two of you inside the big modern house, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom.
I love her room.
Yeah.
Oh.
She drops her umbrella.
You really did that.
Rose stands in the center of her room in full rain gear. Her boots track muddy prints into the thick white carpet. Surprise! You really are magic. Rose puts a small hand against her perfectly painted black lips. She seems momentarily lost for words, and you get the feeling that is not a thing that happens very often. Her eyes are wide and deeply purple. They're sparkling, you might even say.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't go out into the hall. It's not safe.
Oh,
Fun, ominous.
yeah. You tell Rose to take her time. You're happy to just stand here dripping onto her nice clean floor. She leaves the room, and you take the opportunity to examine your surroundings a little more closely. The bed is unmade, books are strewn over the floor carelessly, and a collection of half-drunk cups of coffee crowd the desk. Half-finished knitting projects lie in soft piles all over the room. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that this room is often occupied by someone with a lot of interests who has trouble settling down and putting her attention to one thing at a time. Man, you relate. Not with interests, but with friends. You can't imagine settling for just one. Rose has a number of posters on her walls, although nowhere near as many as your friend John. A calendar hangs up beside the window, days ticked off with little X's all the way up to 4/13, which is circled. You step closer to read the year date up in the corner. 2009, but what the hell do you care about the date? You can make friends any day of the damn week, rain or shine, night or day. Rose sure is taking a while out there. She told you that it wasn't safe out in the hall. Maybe she hadn't just been quipping. Maybe she's actually in trouble. What should you do?
She told us it wasn't safe. That makes me inclined to go.
Yeah.
But it also makes me inclined to stay.
We just stay there, sitting, wet on our floor.
Yeah.
They say that no story starts without action, so let's see what happens if we stay put.
Yeah. Your patient pays off almost at once. Rose is back and looking significantly more put together. Also, she's brought you a towel.
Here. I'm not overly attached to anything in here. It's mostly just childish nonsense I haven't yet bothered to rid myself of, but I'd appreciate it if you try not to drip on any of the notebooks.
She has changed out of her raincoat and boots, and she's dressed in a neat black shirt with a white skirt and a white shirt with a purple blob thing with tentacles. What is it with these kids and their blob shirts?
Now that's dealt with. Please sit down.
She crosses her legs. You suddenly feel like you're at a job interview. Friend interview. You wish you were a little less damp.
Actually, let's switch places.
You're still pretty wet. You don't want to get her bedspread messed up.
Don't worry about it. That's what washing machines are for. Now, let's talk about magic. Which up until now I have always taken for granted as being something confined to storybooks.
Rose takes a wistful look toward her bedroom window, grayed over and blurry with raindrops. You get the feeling that she's doing it for effect. Maybe that's why she wanted you to switch places with her. Probably.
And then comes you, the not a mailman with a penchant for showing up and attempting to make friends with unwitting children.
Well, fair. She's got you there, but honestly, she might be a child, but she really doesn't seem to be unwitting. On the contrary, she's really quite witty.
I'm glad you noticed.
She folds her hands and clears her throat. You think that if she had any notes, she would be shuffling them.
So the question remains, are you a good witch, or a bad witch, or are you a wizard? We've already established that you are not a public servant.
Is there a difference between a witch and a wizard?
Of course there is, but exactly how specific of a difference can vary. According to some works of fiction, a wizard is just a witch's male counterpart. But in certain mythologies, for instance Arthurian legend, the difference appears to be class-based. Wizards reside at court and are classically trained, while witches are self-taught and run wild in the forest. I won't deny that those differences tend to often be gendered as well.
You ask her which one she is, a witch or a wizard.
Me?
Rose shifts, uncrossing and recrossing her legs. You shrug and say she just seems to know a lot about them.
I know a thing or two. But can I tell you a secret?
Oh my god, Rose. She has no idea how much you would love to hear her secret.
I find them, wizards I mean, utterly reprehensible. They disgust me, everything from their foppus robes to their grizzled beards. It's my mother who's the wizard enthusiast in this house. Although...
She glances from side to side, theatrically. Most of the things Rose does seem to be at least a little bit theatrical. She kneels on the carpet beside the clutter of books.
I don't show these to many people. Actually, I haven't shown them to anyone.
Not even John? John seems to be a pretty cool guy. Definitely a guy worth sharing a few secret notebooks with. Rose laughs.
No, I haven't shown them to John. And I've only shown Strider to punish him.
You nod, pretending that you know who this Strider person is. You are a totally normal dude with an absolutely ungodly number of friends. That's a loud truck out there. The shadow moves through the center of you, a trembling moment of deja vu. You do have a lot of friends, don't you? That feels true, but the only people you know here are John and now Rose. Weird. You try to put it from your mind and listen to Rose again. She's still talking about this mysterious Strider, flipping through one of the journals, too quickly for you to see anything specific, only that it is full from cover to cover.
As if my modest writings are the sole source of homoerotic tension in his life, when his brother is the one who insists on filling their home with a sordid dick butt for ironic purposes.
I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit more.
Okay.
Rose rolls her eyes. Oh boy, you missed the beginning of that. It probably made way more sense than it seemed like. Rose is searching through her notebooks, checking markings on the spine that seem to be some sort of cataloging system of arcane symbols.
Where is... Oh, right.
She does something quick and complex with her fingers, and another notebook pops into existence and falls into her lap. You gape. She really is a wizard.
What? It's just a Sylladex. A child could use one. Here.
This notebook has a couple drawings in it, but most of it is filled with small, neat handwriting in lavender ink. Is Rose writing a book?
No, don't be silly. I'm writing 4 books, at least. 5, depending on whether I decide to flesh out Kalmas's backstory. It isn't strictly necessary, but it does add a certain amount of valuable character insight, which renders their actions in later volumes more sympathetic. Not that I need all of my antiheroes to be sympathetic. I'm just thinking of what the literary reviewers would say.
You nod. Smart. You would never have thought of what the literary reviewers would say. She is honestly pretty impressive for someone her age.
Age has nothing to do with it. But don't get carried away, it's only a rough draft.
You ask her if you can take a look. She hesitates, but you doubt she would have shown it to you if she didn't want you to look.
What the hell? If you can't trust the strange spherical imprint you met outside in the rain, who can you trust?
Right? Your thoughts exactly. Rose hands you the notebook and you open it at random, letting fate guide your hands. Oh boy. Friglish bothered his beard as if unkinding a hitch in a long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as nervous compulsion, behavior to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference in history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cadre of fellow wizards were all putting similar moves on their beards as well. The practice would evince thoughtfulness, sagacity even, sure, if they didn't do it all the time. Standing in line at the bank, shooing squirrels from bird feeders, few occasions were safe. Zazarpan inspected the clue, a single piece of evidence cradled in his coriaceous old man palms. It was a human bone, not striking in the tale it told alone, so much as that told by the thousands like it festooning the marshy soil of the mass grave. The grisly expanse bore the texture of a decadent dessert. Dessert. Like one of Smarnie's formidable custard trifles wobbled out on wheels for the holidays to the dismay of a small nation. "You're certain of this?" asked Friglish. Despite what he was doing with his beard, he was, in fact, immersed in meaningful contemplation. "I am afraid I am becoming more so with each terrible tick groused by that gaudy timepiece slung around your neck." In case it wasn't clear, Friglish wore a clock Zazarpan didn't care for. It was magic. The massacre of Circe Gnelf was not as written. "Wow, this is pretty dense, but smart." You stroke your own imaginary beard and pretend to ponder the deeper meaning. Yes, intriguing. Zazarpan and Friglish. Clearly there is some history there.
Yes, clearly. But what the two of them shared went beyond simple romance. That's why it has gone so spectacularly sour.
Rose becomes increasingly more animated as she tells you about her gay wizard OCs. Like she is far more interested in them than she is in herself.
They share an intellectual bond, a mutual dedication to knowledge and the preservation of such. The goal of the learned is to amass their wisdom and keep it from the general dissemination into the main populace of the wizards. They feed it to their apprentices in drips and drabs. Of course, this will eventually lead to ruin.
Of course. You flip further in the book, searching for the part where it leads to ruin. Ruin sounds interesting. Oh, good. Zazarpan knew he would see his wayward apprentice again. Knew it like he knew the tide would turn and the sun would blaze to its zenith as each inexorable day passed. Now they stood diametrically opposed across an overgrown chessboard. His apprentice's eyes were hidden behind dark glasses, but Zazarpan knew that if he could see them, they would be riddled with the madness of the void. Calamasis wasn't here for justice or for revenge. They were here exclusively because Zazarpan had something they wanted, something they were owed. You flip through the notebook, checking out the drawings. There are lots of wizards, each more bearded and venerable than the last. One of the pictures, the most recent maybe, since it's on the very last page of the journal, is of two young wizards. Twins, maybe. They have gray hair and are wearing slick green suits and are standing back to back with their arms entwined, staring into the middle distance. It's very anime. You compliment Rose on her artistic prowess.
Yes, thank you. They're alright. I'm a much better writer than I am an artist.
You tell her you think she's really good. Way better than you. You're absolutely positive she is going to be famous one day.
I appreciate the encouragement, even though I know you're just trying to flatter me due to your strange thirst for affirmative experiences. John told me all about that.
Damn, busted. But you really do think she's talented.
It's fine. It's not as if my social calendar is always full out in the middle of the woods. Don't tell anyone I said that I don't have many friends. And don't tell them I've been drawing. He'd be insufferable.
He?
Never mind.
You assure Rose that her secrets are safe and hand back her journal. You are really excited about your new friend, if you might be so bold, and her wizard stories. Although, wait. Hadn't she said that she hated wizards?
What's your point?
Well, you're no expert on wizards or on Rose, but it seems like she actually does seem to like them, because she has several notebooks full of wizard fiction. You aren't trying to get, real here, but maybe it's possible her mom isn't the only one in the family who likes wizards?
Gasp.
Rose pulls her book out of your hands. That and the rest of the books vanish into thin air. Oh, right. That must have been that... what had she called it? Siladex? She doesn't look angry exactly, but The lines around her mouth and eyes that softened up as she talked about her book have hardened back up. Her eyes glitter menacingly.
Oh, is that right, Freud? Well, why don't you dispose of me? Why don't you diagnose me? Oh, my goodness.
Oh!
Alright. Well, why don't you diagnose me?
Yeah. Oh, hey, wow. You weren't trying to be condescending or whatever.
Clearly. Were you aware that it is a common psychological phenomenon for an individual to react to trauma by creating fictional representations of that which has caused them bodily harm or emotional dismay? To suggest that the portrayal of those fictional renderings somehow condones them or supports them is absolutely absurd.
So what she's saying is that she draws wizards to cope.
With her wizard-related trauma.
Yeah. Rose rises regally to her feet. The lightning turns her into an ethereal silhouette.
What I'm saying is that I don't need to justify my fictional predilections to you or to anyone else.
No, she's totally right. You're sorry that you suggested she might like wizards. It was horribly presumptuous and not at all the way a friend should act. You are so sorry. You promise it will never happen again.
No, I don't suppose it will. Goodbye.
Yeah. It's probably just because Rose's hair is such a pale blonde, but it almost looks like she's glowing in the dim bedroom. Like light behaves a little differently around her than it does on everything else.
Would you look at that? It appears the rain has lightened up a bit.
The rain is hitting the window so loudly you're actually having trouble hearing her. Turn your phobia into a fetish. Yeah, Skeletron. I mean... yeah.
And your point is? You can just zap yourself out to where the weather is drier. Fuck off. Oof. Go zap yourself.
Oof. Sorry.
I'm sorry, all I said was that you might like wizards. I respect that you don't like wizards, actually.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Claiming that she might like wizards. Y'all stare at the load menu. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
I was about to be right back.
Alright. Craig, be entertaining.
No!
Here, I'll put the little dancing cat man on screen to help you.
I don't have anything to fucking... I'm looking at a fucking potato peeler right now, man. I don't have anything to say.
Write a poem about the potato peeler.
It's fine. It's fine. Fuck off.
Do it. Go.
No. Come on, some fucking poets. Don't make things. So how you doing, Skeletron? Because I don't have anything else to say.
I have carrot cake.
Whoa.
Mmm.
Telling me carrots made this cake?
Carrots died to be in this cake.
I almost tripped
Damn it,
over
there
the
are
Wi-Fi
walnuts in it.
cable.
Welcome back.
Hello.
That would have been kind of funny.
That would have been funny and also highly unfortunate. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
There are walnuts in my carrot cake. I'm no longer having a good day.
Rip.
A 40k tower?
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
I don't know shit about Warhammer, except that a streamer I watch talks about it sometimes, and it's got figurines. And you throw them, and that's... Yeah, that's how you
he's
win.
getting his mic.
Congrats.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know anything about Warhammer either, except now I know the things you just said.
I only know it's bad. People
It's
there.
bad. Oh.
You say something and then it's like, hey, that's against everything, and then they destroy your entire being.
Rip.
I may or may not know anything about Warhammer. No, I know one thing. Orcs are extremely powerful, but stupid. So, they
Yeah.
can change the fabric of reality, but they don't know they can. They're just dumb.
Nice.
Like, example. They can put together random rocks and, like, tires and say, yeah, this is a functioning car, and it is. Until they stop thinking it is.
Holy shit.
And that's, like... The only reason I know that is because that's fucking hilarious. I love that.
The
Oh, yeah.
Facebook says this is bad. You don't throw them, they're too expensive to throw. The Facebook says this is bad. Red makes things go faster.
Man.
Yeah! Like that shit. Like, painting flames on your car does actually make it go faster, but only for the orcs. Because that's what they believe.
I kind of love that.
I think there was, I heard sometime, so, like, you could go bang bang at, like, an orc and they'd believe they're getting shot at, because that's how their powers work. Like, oh no, I'm out of anger, ammo, bang, 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 and then he fucking dies.
Where do we want to load from? Being presumptuous and asking her to do shit, or leaving her room?
Probably leaving her room.
Okay. Let's go look. You are too anxious to sit still, and you aren't the sort of person who just sits there and waits for friend opportunities to fall into their lap. Better to run headlong into danger, or as much danger as a minimalist upper-middle-class house in the middle of the woods can offer. Rose had told you that it isn't safe. You creep out into the hallway where a bunch of things happen more or less simultaneously. A deluge of quick-time events that you had no idea were coming.
Oh.
Lightning flashes in a perfect jagged line across the tall window at the end of the hall, followed immediately by a crash of thunder so loud you think the house might be falling down. Abruptly, all the lights go out. Another flash of lightning, and for a... Yeah, that moment, you see a long, thin figure superimposed against the window.
I like how I didn't adjust her for the style.
Yeah, nah.
How ominous.
You freak the fuck out, jumping about a foot in the air and yowling like a cat. A small hand lands on your shoulder and you jump again.
Calm down, it's just me.
Rose speaks in a normal tone of voice, and it's jarring. The house is echoey and cavernous, and there's just something about a dark house on a stormy evening that makes you want to whisper.
I told you to stay put for a reason. It's too early for my mother to be sauced enough not to notice random strangers in her house, and I don't want to go through the tedious process of explaining who you are.
You have a perfectly understandable reason for why you left, and that reason is that you were lonely. Rose snorts. Cold! You mean you were cold.
Well, you are soaking wet. Follow me.
She grabs you by the wrist and tows you down the hall. You wonder if you should warn her about the strange, wraith-like creature you saw by the window, but you don't want to freak her out. Although her mom might be at risk too. Oh no. Whatever, moms are tough. She'll be fine. This probably isn't the first time she's gone toe-to-toe with a weird, slender man. This house looks haunted as shit. Rose brings you to a dark laundry room, then motions you to take off your hoodie, which you do, gladly, because it is soaking wet.
That's interesting. The design on the front, does it mean anything?
Oh, yeah, it is kind of cool. A blue line that zigzags on one end like lightning. Looking at it makes you feel unsettled. You realize Rose is still waiting for a response, so you just hand her the hoodie and tell her no. You're pretty sure it's just an abstract sign. Then you stand there while she tosses the sweatshirt in the dryer, feeling the alarming currents of memory in your bloodstream. You're sure there must be something you forgot to do. You continue to feel weird as Rose hits the dryer button and nothing happens.
Fuck.
She hits the button a few more times, as if that will make a bit of difference when the power is out. She presses her thumb and forefinger to the bridge of her nose.
Now, if only they were orcs, it would work.
Well, you aren't going to fit into anything of mine.
She leads you down more long, dark hallways. Man, this house is unreasonably large. You ask Rose if a lot of people live here.
No, it's just me, my mother, and a horde of liquids not soluble in water. Here, try not to drip on the carpet.
Weren't sure how you're supposed to manage that, but okay. This room is large and dark, and when Rose parts the curtain, a flash of lightning illuminates a four-poster bed, a long counter, and a shelf covered head to foot in bottles. Rose vanishes through another door, leaving you to peruse. This is all liquor. Shit, this is a lot of booze.
Here, I'm not sure what you would want to wear, but this should work until the power comes back on and we can dry your clothes.
Rose hands you a long silk robe.
She won't miss this. I don't think she's ever even worn it. She has this whole closet full of fantastic clothes that she never puts on.
You take the robe and go into the large master bathroom. It's kind of a mess. The tub looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The robe gives you the same knotted feeling of familiarity that looking at your hoodie did, but you put it on anyway. It's a relief to get out of your wet clothes. You hang them carefully on the shower rod. When you head out into the bedroom, you find Rose standing in front of the wall of liquor. She's holding a bottle of Grey Goose and squinting at the label like she's trying to read the nutrition facts.
I've often wondered what exactly the merits of consuming this are. It tastes quite literally like burning.
Don't do it. She opens the bottle, and before you can protest that she is in by no means the legal drinking age, and wherever the fuck you are, she puts the bottle to her mouth and takes a sip. She splutters.
That's terrible!
You could have told her that. Straight vodka isn't for the uninitiated, even fancy vodka. We tried to tell her not to, Skeletron.
Yeah.
You take the bottle from her. She hesitates for a moment, then lets it go. You set it back on the shelf. This really is, quite an impressive liquor cabinet. Liquor wall. Liquor room. Her mom must have a really refined palate.
Don't strain yourself. You can say it. What's the point of mincing words? She's a fucking alcoholic.
Wow, this is intense. You're not sure if you're prepared for something this heavy. You were kind of counting on some silly shenanigans, maybe a couple funny jokes. You aren't cut out for this.
Skeletron says mix that with some ginger ale and lime. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You get the feeling that at some point you might have been cut out for this. You might have been the sort of person your friends, or potential friends, could count on. In fact, you know on some level that this is true, but whenever you try to nail down any sort of specifics, you find a gaping lacuna in your experiences. It's all just white noise. Rose's shoulders slump as she stands surveying her mother's bottles.
She doesn't even have the decency to hide her distasteful habits. Maybe a mute hotkey would be good, Craig? For when those start. I guess not. Who needs an entire wall of liquor bottles? She doesn't have people over. She doesn't have any friends. This is all just for me. Just more of her passive-aggressive act as a femme fatale's 1950s housewife with a death wish. Oh my goodness. It's just like the wizards.
Wizards?
Don't worry about it. You know how long it's been since I've had a home-cooked meal? And I'm not saying that I require or even deserve a lovingly crafted culinary masterpiece every time I sit down to eat. That's going a bit far. I know John complains about being plagued by fatherly concern every chance he gets. He's overwhelmed by pastries whenever he ventures from his room. I'm glad my mother doesn't poke her considerable nose into my private affairs.
Damn.
But I'm sick of eating oatmeal.
Oh. Rose.
I told you, don't worry about it.
But
It
you
seems
will
like
worry about it. Sorry, what?
This seems like a situation I'd be remiss to not worry about.
Yeah. You will worry about it. You're about all your friends. All 2 of them.
2 plus 20.
Yeah. Rose smiles with half of her mouth. It seems to be about all she can manage. Lightning crashes. She looks so small and sad against this wall of bottles. You know how to fix this. Thunder rolls and you clench your fist. A friendship clench. You don't know who you are, you don't know why you're here, but you do know that surely you have these powers for a reason. And what better reason than helping a poor young girl with her troubled home life?
I know that field, yeah.
Yeah. Rolling up your floppy sleeves, you get to work.
What are you doing?
You start with the dark liquors first. In your experiences, those cause worse hangovers and are more likely to contribute to the absence of hot, motherly meals and the overconsumption of oatmeal. You grab 2 bottles of rum and 1 of bourbon, which you tuck in one armpit. Then you zap out of the house and into a clearing in the nearby woods a couple of hours ago before it started raining. You drop the bottles and go back for more.
Are you just stealing all of my mother's liquor? Is this your solution to her alcoholism?
Don't worry, Rose can thank you later. You go for the tequila next, then the vodka. Then you get sick of this organized approach and just start grabbing whatever the fuck and dumping it in the past. Rose watches you do this for a while and then hops up on the counter, crosses her legs, and starts texting.
Alright, 2009, flip phone.
Yeah. Wow. She's really so intent on her conversation that she isn't even noticing you fixing her domestic situation. She keeps giving you little fleeting looks, and you're pretty sure she must be talking about you. You should just let her talk. It isn't right to try to invade your friend's privacy. You attempt to resist the temptation, which you fail at immediately. Not even an overused meme can save you. You zap behind her onto the counter where you can spy on her private correspondence.
Alright. Phil? Okay. Jade is the more perky type.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry.
And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on prognostication. I'm recently considering a reevaluation on magic.
You don't know who this person is. Maybe you should just... You go back in time a couple of minutes to when Rose started her conversation. Your past self is busily zapping back and forth carrying liquor bottles. You hunker down so you don't see yourself and cause a paradox or whatever the fuck.
Out of morbid curiosity to shine a light on my future, I come with metaphorical hat in hand to ask you to consult your dream clouds. Do you happen to know anything about a strange cardboard cutout creature masquerading as a mailman? Are you sleeping?
Sorry, I just called Beck. He's been acting really weird all of a sudden. Anyways, is this the same mailman that John was talking about? The fake one who hung out with him?
That's the one. They're currently emptying my mother's liquor cabinet in an attempt to prevent her from overindulging herself.
Oh, are they drinking it?
No, I think they're just dropping it into the woods with their magic power.
Oh! Do they know that she could just go out and buy more liquor? That's something you can do where you live, right?
Yes. Well, not exactly where we live. I think the nearest boozery is a good 20-minute drive.
Boozery.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly entirely sure where my mother got it all. We don't own a car as far as I know. Sometimes it seems like she has the ability to just make things appear.
I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry.
And here is me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on prognostication, as I'm recently considering a reevaluation on magic.
I'm still pretty sure magic is fake. At least the kind of magic you're talking about. There's probably some real magic out there somewhere.
Yes, for instance, the sort that lets you spy on your hostess's private correspondence while you're stealing her mother's libations.
You freeze. With a contrite zap, you reappear in front of Rose. She sets her phone down and props her chin up on a delicate fist. Sorry. You honestly don't know what got into you. You just couldn't resist using your power for evil.
Evil.
Nosy evil.
Haven't you heard that with great power comes great responsibility?
No, I haven't read Spider-Man.
Yeah. Rose is right. She's totally right. You've only had this power for like a day, and you still aren't used to the idea of being able to just zap all over the narrative. Clearly, you did not appreciate the implications.
Zagging all over the narrative sounds potentially stressful.
Oh, you bet. You are incredibly stressed right now. Rose laughs. You apologize to her for stealing all her mom's drinks. That was kind of overzealous of you.
No, actually, I thought it was hilarious. I've never really been one for pranks. That's always fallen more in John's wheelhouse, but there's nothing wrong in occasionally stepping outside of one's comfort zone. Let's do the vodka next.
Yeah. The two of you working together gets the place cleared out pretty quick. You zap Rose along with you to the bright clearing in the field, and for a moment she just stands in a sunbeam, blinking up at the cloudless sky. Her expression says she still might not be totally convinced any of this is happening. When all the liquor has been transferred from the bedroom to the woods, in a big glittering dragon's hoard of booze, you and Rose fall down next to it in a messy heap.
Some hiker is gonna think themselves very lucky.
Yeah.
Or a bear gets drunk.
Well, you fall into a messy heap. Rose lowers herself daintily, sitting more on her knees than her butt, probably to keep her skirt from getting dirty. You get the idea that even though she lives in the middle of nowhere, she doesn't spend a ton of time outside. You tell her again that you're sorry you spied on her correspondence with her green friend, Gigi. Also, you hope she isn't going to get in trouble with her mom.
I'm not unduly concerned. I'll tell her where it all is in a couple days, although by that time I'm sure at least a good third of it will be water damaged. I'm sure this will have fantastic implications for our relationship and not at all exacerbate the emotional problems underlying her addiction.
You laugh awkwardly. Well, now you kinda just feel like an asshole. Rose lies back on the grass and raises a hand to trace the curves of a fluffy white cloud. She closes her eyes.
Perhaps it's just projection on my part or wishful thinking. But ever since I met you, I feel like something's changed.
Magic.
Or rather, something has failed to change, if that makes any sense. It's probably nothing.
Yeah. Her eyes flicker back open, endlessly purple, fixed on the sky like she can see something beyond it. And once again, you feel that there's something really crucial that you forgot. But at least you've made a new friend. And even if you don't think Rose's brand would ever allow her to call you as such, you're lying in a sunny clearing next to a pile of alcohol. And honestly, it doesn't get much friendlier than that.
Oh, to lie in a sunny clearing with my new friend.
Yeah.
This is great. I like this one.
Yeah. Friend acquired.
Yeah. Alright, it's
Oh.
5:45. Man, we haven't really been going that long, have we?
We haven't.
I feel like these ones are shorter than the others.
Oh yeah, because we'd have to go through like 2 things for 1 volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even like a singular part felt shorter.
Yeah.
Like, their routes feel shorter than the ones in Friend Sim.
There is a side route for Rose that gets an extra achievo. This one right here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only been going for, like, not even 2 hours yet.
Yeah, a little over 2 hours given the first chunk of the stream.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
no. Man, you guess today is the day you get owned by teens. She's totally right. What are you doing just wandering up to her house without even calling first? It's just totally disrespectful of her time.
Get owned by teens. What are we, John Mulaney? No need to self-flagellate. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your motivations and actions in the future.
No, she's right. You're going. You zap away, aiming for a spot a half-mile away into the woods where you can become properly soaked and miserable. But instead of trees, you find yourself standing in front of a bank of computers. Shit, you misfired. Wait, you remember seeing a big structure off in the distance when you were in front of Rose's house. Figured it was just some sort of office building, but this looks more like a factory, or a secret research lab. The computers show coordinates on a screen that don't mean anything to you. A countdown clock is frozen on 4:13. All of this has the trappings of a tableau someone set up for you to see. Turning away from the screens, you wander down a long line of gleaming science fiction equipment. It reminds you of pictures of old computers from the 1950s, the ones that took up entire rooms. You bet you could go back and visit some of those if you zapped hard enough. You wander through a whole maze of halls and wide, echoing rooms that aren't pictured because our art budget is only so big, but take it as a certainty that they are all very mysterious. Eventually, you circle back to that strange bank of screens. Nervously, you hit a few keys, tap a few fingers against the readouts. Nothing. It's all locked down.
Like how he just started touching stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what else are you supposed to do?
Would you not? There's big buttons. You think that if you could only get these screens to unlock, you could unravel the secrets to life, the universe, and everything. Or maybe it's your memories you are trying to unlock. Maybe then you'll understand the seething waters of this endless ocean of time and space intertwining in the... Meow. Meow? Meow. You turn around expecting a cat, and you do get a cat. A very adorable black kitten, tiny and soft, with far more eyes than a cat should have. Aww. The cat isn't the only thing here. A woman in a sleek white lab coat and sensible heels holds the cat, pinning you to the spot with her gaze, or at least you assume she is. Her hair is in her eyes and the light is behind her, so all you can see of her face are her painted lips. Sorry ma'am, you absolutely didn't mean to trespass in her secret science lab. You actually aren't even lying, you really did just fuck up this time.
Yeah, but like, look at her.
Yeah. The lady puts the cat down slowly where it rolls on its back and bats a paw playfully in the air. Aw, cats are great. Even mutant cats. Maybe especially mutant cats? This little guy should have a name. You think you'll name them Cryptid McWhiskers? Yeah, Cryptid McWhiskers is a great name. In fact, you can't imagine anyone ever naming this cat anything else.
Tom says I like touching big buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You hold out a hand to Cryptid McWhiskers and wriggle your fingers. It rolls back onto its feet and saunters over to you. It is as soft and fluffy as it looks, and its four eyes blink up at you with utter trust. At least this kitty will be your friend. The ominous clack of heels on cement reminds you that you and Cryptid McWhiskers are not alone. While you were busy with the kitty cat, the very intimidating and well-coiffed lady has walked over to the bank of screens. She presses a button, and it must have some sort of fingerprint recognition or retinal scanning. Or maybe she's just better at things than you are, because it works for her. On the floor a few feet from you is a round, gray protrusion, a platform on the floor. You saw it earlier, but you had no idea what it was for, so you just ignored it. What you don't understand can't hurt you, right? You think that's probably right. The intimidating lady presses a button on the screen, mouth turning up at the corners. A flash and a pop, like the pressure in the room changes. You feel it in your eardrums. A pumpkin appears on the round, gray platform.
Fuck.
You aren't really sure what she's trying to say here. Making a pumpkin appear out of thin air is impressive, but it probably would have been more so if you hadn't been popping in and out of existence all day. It's gonna take more than a pumpkin to impress you.
Pumpkin. What pumpkin?
The lady shakes her head and hits another button. The pumpkin vanishes, and in its place is a tiger.
Whoops.
Yes, you heard that right. A whole ass tiger. Orange and black, big teeth and big paws. For a second, the two of you must just look at each other. Honestly, the tiger might be more shocked than you are. Kinda sucks to think about. One second, you're just chilling on the savannah, mauling antelopes and drinking at the watering hole, and the next you're in a secret lab in upstate New York, staring down a very unappetizing-looking protagonist. Apparently, you are appetizing enough for it to want to get a taste, though, because it looks from you to Cryptid McWhiskers and back again. Then it charges. You try to book it out of there. The lady in the lab coat looms up in front of you. She's saying something. You strain to hear her. The tiger is right behind you. The lady or the tiger? The last minute, you remember you have magic powers, and you choose the third option, teleporting the fuck out of there. Oh, not again. You just zapped into yet another unknown building. Although, from the view out the window, you think you might be in Rose's house. Also, the fact that Rose turns the corner in the hallway and stops short, still in her rain gear. Her eyes are very wide. You wave awkwardly. That snaps her out of it. She stands up straight, sliding easily from shock to superiority.
So you thought you'd just let yourself in? After wasting my time mumbling about the mail, a gaudy display of manipulative self-recrimination, and then popping out of existence to leave me asking myself if I'd finally lost my mind?
You hadn't meant to do any of that, especially not that last part. She isn't losing her mind unless both of you are losing your minds together. Rose looks you over. Finally, she seems to decide that you are for real.
Your predilections toward mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about. Oh, that line again.
Yeah. From here, it's back to the wizard fic route.
Cool, okay.
Yeah. Oh? Certain powers. Fake as hell. Being a mailman is fake. Still got her umbrella open. Doesn't she know that's bad luck?
Luck is also fake as hell. You say you can do magic. Prove it.
But she just saw you vanish out in her front yard.
Like I said, I could be losing my mind.
She could be losing it now at this very minute, but you see no point in arguing. And then you do the thing, and you teleport to the room, and then that's it.
Magic. Oh, and then we can either do the good end or the wizard end. Alright.
The end. And now we have a kitty. Kitty. You got a kitty.
Cute. Cryptic whiskers.
The time-honored tradition of renaming someone else's familiar.
Nice.
Cute.
Yeah. Well,
Ow. My bones.
yeah. I think that'll be our Homestuck Monday for this week.
Wow, I really want to read Homestuck.
Yeah.
Save it. We gotta do that after this.
Yeah, we
yeah,
got a
this
lot.
is gonna.
This is gonna take a little longer than I expected.
Yeah,
forgot.
It looked like we could probably manage at least 3 a session at this point, because these all just feel shorter to me.
Oh yeah, I do think they are shorter, at the very least in word count.
Yeah. So I think we'll get through this faster than Friendsim, probably.
Probably.
But it'll still take a few.
Yeah.
You know, if we have a good day, unlike today.
Yeah.
So many technical difficulties.
So
Galtron
many.
says he's very lost. Join us when we start reading Homestuck from start to finish.
Yeah.
That'll make
Yeah.
you a little less lost. Hopefully this will drum up some anticipation for it. I know I'm really excited to get into the reading now.
Hell yeah.
I just love the idea of fucking everything up from a pre-established like continuity. That's my
Mhm.
favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've messed things up like in a bad way
It was
already.
really bad.
I can't wait to see what this kid does at the end.
Yeah.
Because the ending of Friendsim was very good. I liked it.
Mhm. I actually don't think No, I remember a little bit of the ending to this. I won't
Bro, no
spoil
spoilers.
it. Well, obviously.
Bro, no
But-
spoilies.
No spoilies. Yeah. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for coming by, everybody, to our usual Homestuck Monday. We'll be back next Monday with more Pesterquest. Dave and Jade at the very least, and then starting on the trolls.
Yeah.
Follow us
follow
on Twitter at @the_planetaria to see when any of us are streaming. Follow me specifically at Moron Moonmage to see when I'm streaming and if I'm posting dumb shit. I usually am.
Memes and streaming announcements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skeletron the Trolls. We'll see. If you're curious, you'll have to come back next stream to find out.
Or go and look at our Friendsim playthrough.
Or look
Or
at the
just go
Friendsim
read the entirety of
playthrough,
Homestuck.
or read the entirety of Homestuck, or just use Google.
Or just
Yeah.
yeah. Also you can check out the archives for this, speaking of our previous Friendsim playthrough. You can check
Yeah.
out all of our Homestuck Monday archives over on the YouTube channel, The Planetarium.
Yeah.
And we upload there as much as possible. Since we're basically streaming something all week, there are a lot of videos on that channel.
Yeah.
So, go nuts. Other than that,
Yeah, I think that's about it. So,
that's about it. Craig and I will be streaming Starbound tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be doing an art stream that morning on Picardo. But that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'll also be there too, because I don't do anything.
Craig is
same,
my
bro.
host.
I love inserting my nose in everyone's business. It's my favorite pastime.
I love having your nose in my business.
Yeah, man. I always appreciate a friendly nose.
All right. With all that said, thank you for joining us, and have a great afternoon. Gosh.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Space.
Sun's
six.
still out.
God,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh.
This isn't right.
This feels
But-
so weird.
Thanks for joining.
Bye, all.